Hello and welcome to the very first stream of F1 Mobile Racing. I'm Christina, this is Chris, and we're going to show you what's brand new to Update 2. So before we go into that, Chris, just quickly, for the people, what is F1 Mobile Racing?
Sure, yes. So F1 Mobile Racing is the latest mobile game from Codemasters. It's free to play right now from the App Store for iOS devices and the Google Play Store for Android devices. As I mentioned, it's free to play and download right now. So as you can see here from our handy little frame, we've got an interesting looking car in front of us. So one of the cool things about F1 Mobile Racing is that, as well as being able to use all of the cars from the official cars from the 2018 F1 season, you can also use your own customized car. You can tweak visually and mechanically to make it your perfect Formula 1 machine. And as you can see, we've in this upcoming update, and we'll look into it in a bit more detail in a few minutes, we've brought some extra additions to that side of things, which you've already been tinkering with and playing around with.
This is one I made earlier. I think I coined the term full Yule for my next
we
Duel.
went full Yule.
Because this is obviously a duel-based game, there's a pun in there. You have to dig quite hard to find it, but I did make a joke. So Chris, you've just shown us the visuals. There is obviously the mechanical side of improving your vehicle too, so what does that look like?
Sure, so let's head into the R&D tab, which is here. So R&D is basically as you said, the mechanical side of things. So every time you race in a duel, which is our online multiplayer PvP system of like fast-paced 1v1 action, every time you win a blueprint. So let's head back into the duels. When you win a blueprint, they head up onto your sort of tray here on the right-hand side. And once you earn a blueprint, you can, I'll go for the other one. Once you earn a blueprint, you can research it, and it takes some time to research it, or if you want to fast track it using some of the virtual currency, which I'll do now. You then have your parts, so let's find out which part we got. So we've got a rear wing part to add to our car, which improves our handling and our aerodynamics. So let's take that card and put it into the R&D inventory. Let's go into equip parts. So as you can see here, we've got loads and loads of different cards to use, and they have 3 different colours. So the grey ones, these ones like this, are the common parts, which as you might have guessed, you most commonly get when you win races. You've also got rare parts, which are blue or aqua, whatever you want, which is sort of the middle tier, and then your epic parts, this like pinky purple, lovely colour, which are the most difficult parts to get, which you can either get through winning races in duels, as we said, or you can head into the shop here and buy parts using virtual currency, all that kind of thing, to add to your inventory. So that's our current setup.
So it looks like a nice high number, 936. So I'm assuming that's a quick car.
Yeah, so that's your, as it says, your performance indicator. So basically, the higher that number, the faster your car, in theory, should go. Right. But of course, it's a little bit more nuanced than that. As you can see below the PI number, there are 5 subcategories that you can improve numbers in: power, aerodynamics, lightweight, brakes, handling. So it's the key to getting the absolute fastest car in F1 Mobile Racing is finding a balance between all of those 5 subcategories, and then building sort of a loadout, so to speak, of your best parts that complement those categories. Sure. To then create a balanced but quick car. So if you look here, we've got lots of different ones. So a nose cone improves handling and aerodynamics. You've got a turbocharger, which improves your power. Sure. So it's about finding a nice balance. So that's on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you can see that there's like a yellow bar, like underneath it says 38 out of 44. So that 44 is basically a cap that works in a way. It basically works to limit the amount of performance and the amount of parts you can add to your inventory. Yep. So all of these cards, for example, this flywheel here has a value in the bottom right corner of 4. So each of your cards in your loadout, once you accumulate those numbers, come out to a total. And ours at the moment is 38. Yep. So it comes under our limit, which is 44. So you have to keep under that limit to be able to race, but you want to be as close to it as possible to make it really fast. The other thing as well with that is that once you play through duels and you get promoted into different leagues, so you can see at the moment at the top of the screen we're in League 3. Yep. The higher league that you're in, the higher that number, which is now 44, increases. So the higher that number is, so it means that you can create a faster car and put even better parts on your car. So it's a way of keeping competitive once you sort of progress through those leagues. Sure,
no, that makes absolute sense. So the higher the league you're in, the more competitive you're able to make your vehicle. Exactly, so it just should mean you'll be kind of teamed up or duelled against people who with similar type of vehicles to you.
Yeah. yes, so that's the R&D side to it, and we look like we've got a pretty powerful car. So should we jump into a duel?
Yeah, looks feisty.
With
right.
our festive mobile.
Full duel. Let's do this.
Okay, play duel. Let's get us matched with an opponent, and we'll see which track we fall on. Well, there is a chance that we may go into one of the 2 new tracks that have been added to F1 Mobile Racing, that will be added to F1 Mobile Racing in the upcoming update 2. So maybe we'll see them. But if we don't, we'll definitely see them a little bit later on in the single player races that we jump into.
This is exciting. So that's quite a simple livery that your opponent's got there. Let's have a look. So obviously, because we are playing a preview version of this, you might see some little text on the left-hand side of the screen, but you can just ignore that and focus on Chris's magnificent driving, which he is about to deliver.
No pressure.
Taking on Spa.
Yes.
Notoriously difficult. It is a good-looking car.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Clutch down. Wait for the 5 lights to go out. Okay. Good start, but not great.
Chris.
Our opponent has leapt ahead of us. Let's keep it safe in turn 1.
So what I'm going to do is, because you play tilt, I'm going to watch you on the screen here. But the great thing about F1 Mobile Racing is that there are all sorts of different ways to steer. So Chris is, as you can see, using tilt steering, and it means you can turn a little bit left and a little bit right, rather than just full left, full right as it is with your left and right controls. And there is also a virtual steering wheel which we added not too long ago, which means you can again just use a point of contact to give you a little bit of granularity. I like to use my thumb. That's my preferred method of steering. So we can see here, right up alongside. Oh, it's getting very racy here.
Wide. Losing a lot of ground there. Bottled it a little bit into that chicane. Oh, a lot of ground to make up now. Yeah, I like to use.
The sky looks. Look at that.
Does look very nice here at Spa. Oh, there's contact.
Oh, there's been absolute carnage.
Let's get around. We've avoided it at all costs. We've lost a lot of ground, but it could have been worse.
It could have been worse. And your competitor is way ahead, 4 seconds ahead. But obviously he looks like he was before that promotion there. So you've done well to.
Or was another car gone wide? Made up a nice place there, up to P9. Still losing ground on our competitor though. Bunched up here as a way round. Yes.
Oh, that's delightful. That's a lovely overtake.
Kept it together.
Sorry, Raikkonen. Bye bye.
Oh, keep it together. Yeah, I like the tilt controls, because especially on a large device like this iPad, like you said, it really picks up even the smallest of movements. Oh, gone wide. Oh, gone wide. You can really keep it. You can really put in subtle movements, and it'll still pick up, and it'll still react really well to you. So we've lost a lot of ground on our opponent, but let's keep it together.
Oh, something might have gone wrong up ahead, because you are gaining. Oh no, he probably was just going around the chicane. That's absolutely.
Yeah.
I had a small glimmer of hope there for you, Chris, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. But you've not done yourself a disservice. That's a pretty good performance. The pressure is on, obviously, because we are streaming, so we'll let you get with it. It is still a personal best too, so you are improving. You're making progress, and we'll catch iPad Mini eventually.
Okay, not particularly great, but we'll jump into one more. See how we get on. Let's launch and research that part at the same time. You still happy with the livery? You're okay with it? Just for another race?
Just for another race, and then I'd like to have some tinkering time.
Okay. So I think I mentioned before the start of the first race, we got a couple more tracks being added to the game as well, which is really cool. So we're adding the final 2 circuits from the 2018 season. So from League 5, you'll be able to unlock and race on the France track Paul Ricard, which is a really nice circuit. And then
now
from League...
someone's got a festive livery as well.
Yes, they've...
Interesting.
And from League 3, you can play on the Abu Dhabi circuit, which is a really, really nice one. We'll check it out in a few minutes. It's really, really nice.
Excellent. Sorry to interrupt you. I just got very excited when I saw another snowflake
versus festive.
There we go.
They've
gone wintry festive, and we've gone
sort of
full Noel.
Yeah. Right. Here we go. Oh, big contact straight away. I tried to jump to the inside. Oh, he's caught me as well.
Oh my gosh.
Keep it together.
Keep it calm. Keep it calm.
He's just behind me.
And then with this being Interlagos, you've got this super steep
section here. Right, it's right behind me. Can I keep it together? DRS activated.
There we go.
Just going to try and make a move at the inside. No,
See,
I'll go defensive.
He's very quick as well, actually.
It's a close one. Right, okay. Made it around there. Up the hill.
0.2 of a second ahead now, so it's not a lot of time. It's one corner.
Keep it together. Nice. Foot down. Ooh. That's one of the things I've noticed the most when I'm playing F1 races, that sort of pressure, like when you're having a really close race with an opponent.
You do watch the clock.
Yeah, you
absolutely do, and even if you're not watching the clock, you do see it change from like red to green or green to red.
Yeah.
And it does make you feel super competitive. And the best thing about Brazil obviously is that it's a short lap, so you're 0.7 of a second ahead here, and you've not really got much room left to go wrong with this one.
I think we're going to be okay.
I think we're going to be okay.
Make up for
it's a very quick lap actually. You've done really well.
Yes. Come on, get in.
Almost a full second ahead. So Duel won. Again, you've got another record, another personal best, and you've won a blueprint, as you say. So you can activate that a little bit. So
when you win Duels, you win cut points, which help you get promoted to higher leagues. And as you can see here, for each sector that you win, for each sector that you go faster, you also win resource points, which you can use to spend on lots of different things to help you fast track things or unlock things from the shop. It's a really useful bit of currency to have. Awesome. So that's a little glimpse into Duel mode. Okay, I'm handing over. Am I? You want to
absolutely. So
get your artistic side out?
I really enjoyed the livery of the car we raced against. So I'm going to do something half inspired by that and half inspired by my favourite Frosty Princess. You'll have to see if you can guess who I'm on about. So
okay. Yep. So you've headed into the customization menu. Choose a colour scheme here. Gone for a lightish blue look with a bluish accent. It's very nice. And a bit of grey. Okay.
No, I like white there, I think. Which means I think I need a grey. No, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
No, that's too grey.
Okay.
Ooh, there.
That's very nice. Yeah.
That's the one.
So you said it's some sort of festive theme?
Festive theme. Yeah, absolutely. This is... So at Christmas, everyone likes to sit down and watch their favourite movie, and this is a.
Oh, I see.
This is a livery inspired by one of my favourites.
Is it one of your favourite princesses?
Yeah.
Is it the Elsa-mobile?
It is. It is the absolute queen. That is Elsa. So I've got some stars on there. I've just changed that from the checkered pattern, and let's go up here. We don't want the green anymore.
Yep.
Not good enough, to be honest. I think a bit of blue.
Colours,
maybe. The middle section will go for like a nice white.
Yeah.
And like then this one, maybe a dark blue. That's quite nice.
Yes.
It's subtle there, isn't it?
Dark accent. Yeah.
Then we've got that's nice. And then let's go here. I've changed that from green.
Yeah. So yeah.
Let's have a look here.
So one of the things as well that we've been able to bring to the game post launch is some more colours into the customization setup. So we heard from our community that they were really enjoying the customization side of things, but they wanted more options and they wanted more ways to really stand out on the grid and come up with unique designs. So we've been able to bring more colours into the game, a lot more sort of shades of different colours, which give you so many more options, and it's looking really good. Especially, you can see like Christina's just scrolling through them. There's plenty more than there used to be. So that's a really cool side of things. So are you finished there?
Very pleased with that. But actually, I think I'd really like to see our name on the car somewhere. So let's do that. So not there. I want it. Think here.
Okay. So I think if you scroll a bit further on, it might be there. Yeah, there you go.
Are.
COD indeed.
Team COD. Sorry, Haddock. It's all over.
We're all about COD.
But I think it's a really nice touch because obviously you see these sort of touches on the real world liveries and. It just makes it feel super personal. It's like, that's my vehicle.
I like it.
And look at that. That's just delightful. So if I go into Duel, I'm assuming that this is just going to show us nice flybys now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's very nice.
Oh, look at that.
I'm telling you, for the first time in forever, I think I'm really into something that's frozen.
Wow, that's delightful.
Yeah.
That's delightful.
I'm loving it. Should we jump into some single player races?
Let's do it. You show people how it's done because as I had a little go earlier and because I'm so used to playing on a small device, this large device threw me a little bit, and I wasn't necessarily very confident. So cool. We're going for
Paul Ricard. Paul Ricard, already set up. We'll jump into qualifying. So there are 3 different modes, if you didn't already know in F1 Mobile Racing. So you've got qualifying, which is basically you against some ghosted opponents to just basically try and beat their target lap time. You've also got grid start, so you start on the grid against the rest of the official F1 grid. And you've also got sprint race, where you're against the official grid again, but from a rolling start. So for this one, I think we'll go qualifying. Single lap, medium, France. Good setup. Let's take the Elsa-mobile on the road.
Let's do this.
It'll match up well with the blue.
It'll blend in perfectly. It's going to look lovely. I'm very excited.
The aesthetic is really what we're looking for here. Right, okay. Oh, look at that. Right, okay. Let's go.
Right, so again, you're going to be tilting to your heart's content over there, so I'm going to watch on the screen here, and you can actually see in kind of like translucent your inputs. So you can see here, this is full beans, full acceleration. And actually people watching can see where your braking point is. There.
Left it late. Someone's got it in. Oh, I went way too wide through there and they've all got the jump on me. Got some work to do now. Okay.
But it's not, it's okay. It's only, you know, sort of 0.7 of a second, which has already gone down to a third of a second now, and you're really gaining. So the best thing about this game is that it's never over until you've crossed that finish line, because all sorts could go wrong before then.
Oh, wide. Oh, it's no, I'm in trouble now.
You
way
are
too
in trouble,
wide.
yeah, it was very
Lost
wide.
some speed for going off track, and now I'm in all sorts of trouble. But let's keep it together. Right.
I mean, it's okay because, as you've mentioned, this is new to the game, so you've not actually had much time to practice on Paul Ricard.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Don't be my excuse, is it? Yeah, I played a little bit of it just to test out before we went live. Also played a bit, of course, on F1 2018. But yeah, it's a relatively new track, but I'm a fan of it. I'm a big fan of Paul Ricard. Hope it stays on the calendar for a while yet. This is a quick corner. Keep it together. Not too bad. Making up some ground here.
No, you're not doing too badly. It's, you know, it's almost down to a second. It's now under a second. So really, where you were almost 3 seconds behind, you've managed to claim
I like
it back.
the challenge. Right. Keep it together. Oh, gone a bit early there. A little bit of corner cut. I do apologise, Charlie Whiting. Keep it together. Send it into this corner. We're nearly there.
Here we go.
Come on.
This is impressive because this is where you see your research and development on your car really come into play here, because you've got, you know, real great power. You can see that actually with the other vehicles you're just edging ahead of them. And I think
just left me on the line.
That's so
2/100
close.
of a second off. Damn you, Daniel Ricciardo. Damn you.
But again, this is why the game's brilliant, because you get to have those moments like that, and you're like, oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
And it's really thrilling. So you're going to jump into Abu Dhabi now as well, right?
Yeah, let's have a go on Abu Dhabi. I do like the look of this track. We checked out a little bit earlier. You'll see some, like the hotel complex section, you know, with the light up spaceship almost sort of thing that's at the end of the track. It looks really, really good in this game. So
and I love this track because you've got like the super racy DRS zone, and then also that last sector, I believe, it's got all your right angles where you go under the bridge and around the hotel. So it's a spectacular track. Yeah. And I know a lot of the Grand Prix drivers actually really, really enjoy racing here.
Yeah. Okay, so decent start. Keep it nice and tight around the one right-hander into this little tricky section now. Pick your spot. Not too bad. Okay. So I should mention whilst we're doing this that as well as the new liveries and the new circuits, we're also bringing a few more R&D parts to the game to help to sort of give regular players something new to consider when they're picking their parts for races. We've seen a lot of our community, like our regular players, that they have a specific loadout of parts that they always choose, but by bringing some more parts into the game, it gives them something else to consider, and might encourage them to tweak the setup a little bit and maybe shave off even more, tenths of a second off at times. So it's good to be able to bring more R&D parts to the game. We're also behind the scenes. We're making more improvements, technically in terms of connectivity and matchmaking and AI and opponents and all that sort of stuff. We're fully committed to making more and more improvements in those areas, and from what I've seen, I'm sure you'll see improvements in those areas as soon as the update goes live. But for now, we're looking pretty good, keeping it together now through the
hotel section. Look
tricky
at that.
90 lefts. There we go. Made a nice bit of a gap here.
When you hit the sweet spot on the apex, it feels really good.
It does,
You do feel quick.
Yeah. Beautiful, there we go. Over the finish line. Made up for it.
And look at your power there. You've gone from being 2 seconds ahead to almost 3. So
yeah,
awesome work.
Fantastic. There we go. Yeah,
got the job done. Awesome. Right.
Well, thanks for designing the Elsamobile. Let's.
You're welcome.
I don't think I'll be able to let it go, to be honest.
You should never let it go. Can't be held back. Yeah. But thank you everyone for joining us on this stream. Please let us know what else you would like to see. This won't be the first. It is the first one, but it won't be the last one that we do. So plenty more to show you. Plenty more updates to come, as Chris has alluded to. So
I should mention as well, in those future updates when we come into the new year, is that one of the things we can't wait to bring to the game is GP events. We know you guys have been waiting for it. We can't wait to bring it to the game. It will be time limited events that take place sometimes in sort of the form of a race weekend, where you try to complete different race scenarios, and then you'll place on a global leaderboard to earn exclusive rewards. It's a really, really cool system we can't wait to bring to the game. We'll keep you posted on it on our social channels, F1 Mobile Racing, and all the usual social channels. So yeah, look out for that in the very near future. We really can't wait to show that off a little bit more.
Brilliant. So thank you, Chris, for driving so well. Thank you, everyone else, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. So farewell.
Thank you. Bye.